So without question, it is one of the most awaited, most anticipated days on the footballing calendar. So many teams, so many ambitions, and only a handful will go forward to achieve those ambitions. That is the nature of our fascinatingly competitive game. Look at this stadium, as you can see, very much ready for action. The blue and black colours of Atalanta, affectionately known as La Dea. We have already started here. Now it's Cruyff. That is a great pick out. David Villa finds himself offside. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, this guy, Luis Suarez, is just about the perfect striker in the modern game. Probably best spearheading a front three, just so good moving away from and isolating defenders. And he's relentless, Peter, always in your face, always asking questions.
Yeah, he'll be looking for a goal or two. Beckham. Chouameni. And the pass is intercepted. A real chance if he can get through. David Villa. And he's there to belt it away. Chouameni. It is early, but the game hasn't yet sparked into life. Jordi Alba kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Oh, that's a key interception. De Bruyne. Alvarez. Now it's Bellingham. Now Costa Curta. Thuram cuts it out. Vieira. Gets a good foot in there. Haaland in acres of space out wide. Bellingham. Costa Curta.
Well, neither defence has had a wake-up call yet, because neither attack has turned up.
Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Yeah, the idea was right. The delivery wasn't. They can revisit that further on.
Big chance! And he's gone looking for safety. Jordi Alba. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Rolls it backwards. Another pass, just keeps it ticking over. Bellingham. De Bruyne.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Vieira. Oh, easy pickings there. Haaland. Oh, well played, well sorted out. David Villa. Luis Suarez. Genuine physical edge about this game. It is quite attritional. Manchester United upping the intensity here, having lost possession.
Yeah, it's actually very good pressing. They want it back as quickly as they can get it, and they're hunting in packs to do just that.
Good to watch.
It really is. It's rugged and robust, but it still needs plenty of intelligence and teamwork.
Now it's Haaland. Bellingham. Haaland. Bellingham. Here's Haaland. Mateus. Hakimi gets over and intercepts. Mateus. Vieira. And here's Cruyff. Tries to crash through the challenge, but no. Pinches it off him. Mateus. He's picked his way through. De Bruyne. Well, a goal here would be the ultimate pick-me-up just before the break. Throw it. Koundé. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Oh, that's well spotted. Alvarez. It's a great... He's had a hit! Has another go! Mateus. Cruyff. Can he spark a counter here? David Villa. And here's Suarez. Suarez was ultimately thwarted there, but it took a few of them to stop him.
Well, he's not the type that's short on self-belief, so that could rub off on his teammates now.
Now it's Haaland. And it's Beckham. He won't be happy with that one. Nedved. That looks a good ball through. Can he finish? Oh, and with that, the half-time whistle goes. As if we needed reminding, no easy games at this level, and that is proven here. Neither side any further forward from where they were 45 minutes ago, but it is far from lethargic, far from slow, highly engaging, but goalless. Still waiting for this to take off. It's goalless at half-time. And the second half gets underway.
Well, both sides are eager to get going. Here's hoping that it's a good sign. Things are about to change. We need a little more life in this.
And it's Nedved. Nedved. He's found a way through. Koundé calmly anticipates. De Bruyne. Now it's Bellingham. Araujo gets across to intercept that. Mateus. Luis Suarez. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Oh, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Has a goal! It's in!
Dependability is one thing, and he brings that to his game, but that sort of dynamism is another attribute he's blessed with, and it's revealed on a regular basis too. Superb.
Suarez duly reaps his reward, kept his cool whilst the defence lost their bearings.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
Sostituzione per l'Atalanta. Numero 6.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact. Manchester United have penetrated for the first time.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
And here's Bellingham. De Bruyne is wide and looking to get onto this. Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner. Beckham standing over it. And it's been taken short. De Bruyne. And now a sudden chance to counter. Vieira. And he was quick to react. Atalanta still trailing by one and looking here to take it up a notch after the break. Luis Suarez.
Really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner. And just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
Could move up a gear here. Hullet. That's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
So what can they make of this? The message is clear, none shall pass. Hullet. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this.
Costa Curta. Haaland is onto it in a flash. And it's Messi. Mateus. Oh, the shot could be on. It's Luis Suarez! Costa Curta getting this one clear. Mateus gets a foot in here. And he welcomes it in. Luis Suarez. Messi. Oh, nice touch. Rice is there to clear. Luis Suarez. Real chance! Goal! And This is getting better and better. As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
Yeah, and I think we may have had too many defenders ball watching then, because they always...
He's had a shot! And more, and more, and more! And the lead is extended still further.
Manchester United clearly executed that with considerable confidence. It only took seconds to score once the ball was recovered.
A case now of complete control.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager...
Alvarez! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Danger averted for now.
Sostituzione per l'Atalanta. Numero 5. Lascia il campo per il numero 20.
De Bruyne. Atalanta are making a change. After this, just one opportunity to do so. No surprise at all that this is the guy who's had such a positive impact.
Well, having that sort of player in your side is reassuring, because the rest of the team knows he can make his influence count at any stage. It's simply part of his package. When he really wants to, this fella scores.
Expertly cut out. Decent hit! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. And another try! Keeper's got his work done.
Oh, look, I don't want to sound too dismissive, but from here, that looked the harder thing to do.
Manchester United have a free kick.
Sostituzione per l'Atalanta. Numero 18. Numero 10. Lasciano il campo per il numero 17. Griezmann.
Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Mateus. Araujo, and it's Messi. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped. Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
Great ball, and he's in here. It's Griezmann! And that is a truly outstanding save. Foot in. There will be 4 extra minutes. Vieira. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of... Messi gets through on his own. And he's following up! He scores! Over the hills and far away! No catching them now! Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Well, to his credit, he managed to ghost into space to finish things off, but the failure to spot him was ghastly.
So that's it. It is all over. Atalanta suffer a humiliating defeat, and if that weren't painful enough, there's all the analysis and scrutiny to come. It was a poor show all round. Your reflections then, Jim?
Atalanta desperately failing to impose themselves on the game. Decidedly flat, disjointed in so many areas on the pitch, and you're never going to win like that.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening. Well, it is a game which in the grand scheme of things may not have too much riding on it, but it is equally clear and very visible that there is much pride around it. Chants are filling our ears, proud renditions of hymns and songs. It is the perfect soundtrack. Thrilling scenes here too, so much in line with Atalanta's reputation as the great entertainers of Italian football. Alvarez! The crowd reaction tells you just how close that was.
Alvarez probably tried a bit too hard then. He should have relied on technique as opposed to power.
Upamecano gets across and deals with it. And it's De Bruyne. Hernandez cuts it out. Fiddles it through. Manchester United have it back and can go again. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Great chance!
That's great defending to cover for the goalkeeper and just get something in the way.
Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Yeah, N'Golo Kante. He is only one midfielder, but it often feels like he does the work of
Haaland! And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. And claimed it back swiftly. Gasperini. De Bruyne. Adams makes the interception. And there's green grass. Big chance! Goal! Manchester United! Manchester United take the lead.
Well, it always comes down to the telling final pass, and that was a beauty.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Atalanta are seeing plenty of the ball, but for now they trail. Hakimi gets across to intercept that. Fernando Torres.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this.
And Torres! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
It's easy to say it, but difficult to stop it when runs in behind are being made like that.
Now it's Torres. Mendieta. Costa Curta deals with that comfortably. Shot a goal! No mistake! And again, they simply do not know what has hit them.
Manchester United clearly executed that with considerable confidence. It only took seconds to score once the ball was recovered.
Manchester United, and it's Fernando Torres. He's had a hit! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Manchester United with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. It's a decent clearance. Has a look and plays it forward. Atalanta have the chance to go the other way. He's found a way through. Beckham! Now, who's going to be first to this? So, what can they make of this? Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
That was just poor decision-making and a weak execution.
That'll be a throw. Belletti. Oh, can he get onto this? No, that's been intercepted. De Paul.
Manchester United are totally dominant in the middle of the park, a no-way through zone.
Alvarez. He's going for goal! Too close for comfort. That has ended up in no man's land. Haaland. Beckham. And that's another good win of the ball. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Kante cuts out the pass. Now it's Torres. Cantona! That was probably asking just too much.
Yeah, it didn't come off, but still very good quick thinking on his part.
Costa Curta promptly onto that, and that is that. De Paul is sporting a guilty look after that.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Kante with a fine tackle. No foul, says the referee. Rice. Now it's Haaland. Bit of a communication breakdown there, it seems. That pass has been well intercepted. Mendieta. De Bruyne unable to make it happen for all his good intentions.
Il quarto uomo indica 2 minuti di recupero.
Messi!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Oh, well played. De Bruyne. De Paul. And there's the end of the first half. So your views on the first half?
Atalanta were desperate for the half-time whistle. A regroup and a rethink is imperative to rescue this.
Sostituzione per l'Atalanta. Numero 18. Viene sostituito
And
con
the action is
numero
back
4,
underway.
Luis Suarez.
Look, before they might get too carried away with thoughts of getting back into the game, they can't afford to slip up and concede another. The next goal becomes crucial.
Now it's Beckham. Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner. Beckham to take it as usual. They've played it short. And now they can spring out of defence. Passing nice and neat. Manchester United can breathe again, just.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
And it's De Bruyne. Good running, strong and purposeful. He's played him through. Now it's Torres. And he's certainly on. Torres!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure. Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Nicely weighted ball.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long...
They are rampant! And surely that settles it! 3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy. That is a great pick out. And the flag has... And the finish! It's in! It is no contest! It is a landslide!
And how about the timing of the pass and run? They've worked it before and no doubt they'll work it again.
And now he has two.
17.440 spettatori.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Yeah, the idea was right. The delivery wasn't. They can revisit that further on.
And here's Haaland. Could have been dangerous, but it came to nothing.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed. Yeah, that's top defending in preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
Haaland. Haaland showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. And here's Haaland. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Well timed, excellent interception. Adams spots it and intercepts.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Gasperini. Vinicius Junior. And Messi! Goal! How many? Just how many? The gulf in class is vast.
It's a mass exodus now. Certain sections of the stadium are leaving in droves, and you can't blame them.
It's become a case of men against boys. And he's made sure that's not getting through. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Well, this man's contribution is, as you would expect, proving terrific.
Well, not only can a player of such high calibre show the imagination to set up a goal, but he can also produce when the pressure's on to deliver a big moment. This guy was born to create.
Messi in acres of space out wide. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Manchester United clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Beckham. Luis Suarez! He scores!
Look, that was a technical interaction of great football. That has gone down a treat.
Atalanta have a goal, but it's hard to see it as anything much more than a consolation. Nicely intercepted. Messi. Oh, that's a key interception. Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Bruno Fernandes looking to penetrate opposition lines. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
Ci saranno 3 minuti di recupero.
Cantona. Keeper's ball. Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. Now it's Beckham. He's shifting through the gears here. Beckham. And here's Griezmann. Luis Suarez. And that is as far as it goes. Well, that was thrilling. A game of champs and chumps. The winners were so good at times. So the wait is over, we can finally get going. Welcome to everybody who has joined us for this unmissable game. Hugely anticipated, hugely hyped. Undoubtedly the place to be at this moment in time. Thrilling scenes here too, so much in line with Atalanta's reputation as the great entertainers of Italian football. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Couldn't squeeze it through. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's Mbappe. Neymar. Mbappe. Now it's Messi. Chance, tries a shot! Goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early. Spain clearly executed that with considerable confidence. It only took seconds to score once the ball was recovered.
So, a breakthrough already. Oh, super ball! Bellingham. And Hakimi. Bellingham. Marquinhos. Pedri. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. And the pass is intercepted. And it's Luis Suarez. Pedri. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Decent hit! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing. Pedri. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Now it's Neymar. Great hit! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
Neymar deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
And we have our very first corner. Neymar with the short one. Messi. Oh, no joy this time. And now they can spring out of defence. Not the best distribution from the keeper. Van Dijk. Spain looking to get their possession game going here.
Yeah, it can be very stylish and expansive to watch if they get...
Oh, he's been caught on it here! And that could well leave a mark. Bit of an appeal, but nothing doing. Oh, no question, that's a foul. Pedri. And there's green grass ahead of him. He'll try to keep this alive. Danger averted for now. Taken back almost at once. Haaland. Oh, red, nice interception. And it's Messi. Mbappe! And he's cleared it out of harm's way. And that's been won straight back. Fabinho. And it's Neymar. Final ball not quite right, and his teammates are irritated at that. Tchouaméni. 30 minutes gone. And that has put paid to that. Neymar. Messi, looking understandably energised after his goal. Bellingham. Oh, shooting chance! They've got to be quick to recover this. Tchouaméni. Nicely aimed pass. Now it's Luis Suarez. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Beckham.
Atalanta certainly could do with a punt.
And he's had a hit! Terrific effort, just off target.
Well, the keeper looks perplexed. That was hit with real ferocity.
Hernandez. Pedri. Bellingham. And it's Neymar. It's a good spell of possession, this. De Bruyne. Bellingham. Luis Suarez. Beckham. Atalanta looking to pop. And De Bruyne has fallen kindly here. He scores! Atalanta are level. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Look, that's one of the first things you learn, whether you're a striker or not. Just anticipate a goalkeeping parry or spillage, and sometimes you'll get lucky, it'll come your way.
Atalanta grab the equaliser, and we're all square.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
Oh, that's well spotted. Messi. Oh, that is a good ball to find him. He's had a hit! Marvellous goal! The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Yeah, and having the thrust.
And the half-time whistle goes. So on the whole, a very competitive game so far. Goals for both sides, neither in true command. Anything could still happen in this game. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement.
Well, it remains very delicately poised, and based on the promise we've seen through the first 45 minutes, I wouldn't be surprised if this takes another twist or two. It certainly would be in keeping.
Here we go again.
Atalanta really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Van Dijk kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. That pass has been well intercepted. Good pressure, determined, intense. He's going to be disappointed with that. And here's Messi. Bellingham. De Bruyne. Haaland. Well-timed, excellent interception. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
Bellingham. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. De Bruyne. Beckham. And here's the chance to counter. So, can they find a way to turn round this deficit? And it's a crossfield ball towards the other flank. Fabinho. Passing nice and neat. Bellingham. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Bellingham. And it's Fabinho. And it's Neymar. Mbappe!
L'affluenza di quest'oggi è di 15.601 spettatori.
Now it's Beckham.
This is the time you need that pace.
Now it's De Bruyne. And that should get the job done.
Well, this is exactly the approach they have to take now, Peter.
This is a really front-footed approach.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Neymar. Now it's Mbappe. Played back towards his own goal.
They're really getting no time to think on the ball here.
And that's gone loose. Neymar going face-to-face with his great rival. Oh, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. Oh, nicely intercepted. Pedri. Great ball, and he's in here. Neymar! Oh, denied brilliantly.
Neymar is offering a wry smile there.
Engages and forces him off the ball. Bellingham.
Unless they can devise a quick counter-attacking plan, they're going to need to see much more of this ball.
Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Costa Curta. Hakimi. Now it's Haaland. Oh, such a clever touch. And he's quick to get it clear again.
Sostituzione per l'Atalanta. Numero 6. Lascia il campo per il numero 21.
Oh, good steal, he just read it.
Atalanta really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
He's looking to set free a runner. That is good alertness. Atalanta have now used up all but one of their substitution windows. Atalanta are in dire need of a breakthrough. Can they?
Well, it's looking like too little too late, but they are giving it all they have.
Now it's Luis Suarez. Luis Suarez!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Hernandez. Now it's Rashford. No, that's been intercepted. Into the last 5 minutes. Great position here. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball.
Spain can afford to settle on seeing this one out by running down the clock, I think.
And it's Fabinho. And the ball's a good one here. And Messi! Bellingham. Now it's Haaland. Now it's Luis Suarez. So that's it. It is all over. Well, that was intense, an enjoyable contest that either could easily have won, ultimately decided by just the odd... So the wait is over, we can finally get going. Welcome to everybody who has joined us for this unmissable game. Hugely anticipated, hugely hyped, undoubtedly the place to be at this moment in time. Look at this stadium, as you can see, very much ready for action. The blue and black colours of Atalanta, affectionately known as La Dea. And already we're underway here. Kubo. Well read, nice interception. So Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, a player I've been looking at for quite a while now, Peter, is this guy, Bastoni. He's always impressed me with the way he's gone about his game. He's physically dominant, he's very intelligent in his reading of the game and his positioning, and he's also now very confident in his possession and what he can deliver up the pitch.
Yeah, I'm inclined to agree. Yamal, the pressing's intense and it's paid off. Kubo. Bastoni promptly onto that, and that is that. Koundé cuts it out. Kubo. Neither of the teams has yet taken the initiative. Manchester United finding their passes. And here's Vinicius Junior. Gravenberg. And he's being shifted off it. Now it's Griezmann. Kubo. Griezmann. Now it's Bellingham. Gravenberg bops him off it and wins back the ball. Ruben Dias cuts out the pass. Nicely weighted ball. He's in space and looking for options. He is through here. Hits one. Oh, split-second reaction.
Bellingham is offering a wry smile there.
And we have our very first corner. It's loose now and they want to get it back. Atalanta have the chance to go the other way. Kane takes control of it and he's on the move. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Kubo. That looks a good ball through. He's got away. Shot at goal! Goal! Atalanta!
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
Atalanta have fired themselves in front.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter.
Great hit! Alexander-Arnold defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. That's a throw. Fran Garcia. And it's De Bruyne. He's been picked out. De Bruyne. Big chance! He has done it! And the lead lost no time at all.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
Oh, the deftness of touch. Received it delightfully and finished it off sumptuously.
Yeah, the touch before the finish is so often the critical part, and we've just seen an example.
Alvarez! Goal! Atalanta! And they get themselves in front! That is just remarkable, the amount of bend he got on that.
You know, I'm not going to be hard on the goalkeeper because that moved all over the place on its journey.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? And here's De Bruyne. Vinicius Junior. Great chance!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Saliba did well to step in there. That was more than necessary.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Atalanta heading towards the half-time break. The wind very much in their sails. Fran Garcia. Vinicius Junior. That is good strength. Alvarez. De Bruyne. And that is as far as they're going to go. Gravenberch! A collective sigh of relief from the defence. Chouameni. Kubo. Now it's Griezmann. Good read, needed to be.
Griezmann, well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Alvarez. Deep into stoppage time.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
And the first 45 minutes are up. Well, the two sides have made this a pretty decent game so far. Both have contributed on the score sheet. There is a balance wherever you look. Caution certainly not on the agenda here from both sides.
Well, we've had plenty to go at in that first half, Peter, and it's a fragile lead that could quite easily change hands in the second. If you like your football unpredictable, I think you're at the right match.
Atalanta come in at half-time, largely satisfied with where they are. After a half which has certainly had its moments, has been lit up with some flair from time to time. The scoreline in their favour at the break, 2-1. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. De Bruyne, and the shot's on. Can he put it away? They've scored! They've done it again! It is incredible!
Yeah, and it's very much deserved in the circumstances. In these games, it's so tempting to maybe get a little sorry for yourselves, but there's none of that. Look, there just wasn't much of a gap.
And the shot! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Vinicius Junior. Beckham producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Oh, he's found support out wide. Can he finish? He's done very well to get to that.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Beckham plays it short. Well, they want another corner, and it looks as though they're going to get it. And there's no surprise who's taking this corner. Beckham goes short. Hakimi. Manchester United are looking to go forward now. Bastoni calmly anticipates. Fiddles it through. Now the finish! Goal! Atalanta! And they're back in front. No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Alvarez demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
Well, Yamal! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Lamine Yamal actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Kerkez kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Bellingham wins the duel this time.
Look, it's a run defence is dislike, but the timing has to be spot on.
And He's gone backward here. Real chance! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Lamine Yamal really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Kubo. Beckham. And Kubo. And here's Alvarez. He's under a lot of pressure there. And here's Alvarez. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Now it's De Bruyne. And the shot! It's in! It's level again! What a match we have!
I could watch this every week, Peter. Talk about strength of character. Wonderful. Well, we could be a little critical of that defence then, but the timing was pretty much perfect.
This is quite a battle.
Oh, look, Peter, I was on the fence before a ball was kicked, and I still haven't moved.
Alexander-Arnold. Now it's De Bruyne. And he's had it nicked away. And he has been fouled there. Oh, he's taken it. Gravenberg. De Bruyne.
Sostituzione per l'Atalanta. Numero 5. Viene sostituito con il numero 20.
Çalhanoğlu into the last quarter of an hour, and the pass is intercepted. McAllister. Kerkez.
Well, they deserve an awful lot of credit for their commitment to the cause, but it's a goal credit that would be most welcome now.
Szoboszlai. Kerkez. Oh, it's a sweet ball, that. Diaz.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
De Paul. Kerkez makes the interception. Still anyone's game, this. One moment can decide it.
Well, a goal either way at this stage would qualify as a steal.
That looks a decent ball. Is there any... It's Griezmann! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
Into the last 5 minutes. Now it's Çalhanoğlu. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Bruno Fernandes.
Well, both sides might have to settle for a draw here, although there's still a chance for one last fling.
Costa Curta does really well to win the ball there. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Yamal, who has set up 2 goals. Szoboszlai. Costa Curta gets it clear. De Paul to Bruno Fernandes. Always onto this. He's through, now is he in? And that's that. Magic. What a magical football match. And genuine respect all round. Alvarez, voted man of the match, and deservedly so. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Well, neither side could get over the line here. Perhaps one team might...
So the wait is over, we can finally get going. Welcome to everybody who has joined us for this unmissable game. Hugely anticipated, hugely hyped. Undoubtedly the place to be at this moment in time. And this place is living up to its reputation as one of the noisiest corners of the footballing world. No decibels spared in this collective chorus. We have already started here. Oh, well played, well played. Bellingham, well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Beckham. Hullet.
Well, as box office names go, Peter, David Beckham is right up there.
Yeah, he gets the turnstiles clicking, that's for sure, but footballing qualities?
Well, I think any defence is going to be nervous because of the sheer quality he can produce.
Especially over a dead ball.
Yeah, not just that, I think in open play he can deliver for fun too.
Beckham. Hakimi. Spread neatly. And that's gone behind for a goal kick. That's a sharp pass. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Tries to get it clear. Pull it. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. And he's intervened well there.
Well, neither defence has had a wake-up call yet, because neither attack has turned up.
Atalanta finding their passes. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Now it's Gnabry. Shot could be on. Hits one! Now who's going to be first to this? Kubo. To Beckham. Kubo. Vietnam look happy to sit back for the moment here.
Yeah, everything they're doing screams counter-attack, but it's a long counter-attack. When they win it back, they're not wasting any time. They're just trying to get the runners away as quickly as possible.
Pull it. Collar. Just the keeper to beat. Big chance. He's delivered all right.
And how about the timing of the pass and run? They've worked it before, and no doubt they'll work it again.
So the first moment of real significance.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Now the finish! No way through. Has a go! It's run loose. Who's going to... And again! Pull it. And here's Griezmann. Bellingham. Good read, needed to be. Almost half an hour in now. Tchouaméni does really well to win the ball there. Beckham. Certain amount of room for debate here, but a goal kick's been given. And here's Beckham, and it's Belletti, and he welcomes it in.
OK, it didn't quite come off. The execution, I think, needs a retry, maybe with a better outcome.
Kubo. Some front-footed pressing going on here. Beckham. Hakimi. And it's Beckham. Zakaria gets a foot in here. He could be in here. Pull it. And the shot! It's in! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
And that could set him on his way. Belletti. Vietnam do have a chance to counter here. No surprise at all that this is the guy who's had such a positive impact.
Well, having that sort of player in your side...
He's having a go! Well, that wasn't too dissimilar to the previous attempt.
Atalanta really putting a few chances together here. Taking one can only add to such good momentum now.
Maldini.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Well timed, excellent interception. And there's the end of the first half. Reflections on the first half?
Well, it's looking pretty straightforward, Peter. They've got themselves into a very good position, so why dither from here when they can repeat their first half success with another show of strength?
That gets things going for the second half.
Look, before they might get too carried away with thoughts of getting back into the game, they can't afford to slip up and concede another. The next goal becomes crucial.
He's played it back. Pullet proving a very adept defender. It was a good tackle too.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
Might be danger here. Beckham. Beckham. Oh, they could break here. That's beautifully weighted. Defending of the desperate variety. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. No, that's been intercepted. Kubo. That's Beckham. Hakimi. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And that pass isn't the best. And here's Griezmann. Passing is crisp and sharp. Maldini gets rid without sophistication. Atalanta with the corner. They're first. There's the header! And that's caused a worry or two. Belletti. Vietnam are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because...
He's got the shot away! And that should get the job done. Zakaria wins the duel this time. Chouameni played back.
They're really getting no time to think on the ball here.
Beckham given the lift of his goal. Belletti. Oh, he's found some space here. Gnabry in acres of space out wide. Climbs up big! Oh, it's come loose. Beckham. That's a throw.
Substitution in progress.
Atalanta are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Shade too heavy. Keeper can pick that up. Bellingham. Chouameni. Araujo deals with that comfortably.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And it's Belletti. Pullet. Great work on the overlap. Chance for the header! Just off target.
That's a little unfortunate. He had a lot of people worried then.
Substitution on the field. Beckham.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Coming on the field, number 26, Kagawa. Number 6,
Bellingham.
McAllister.
He's felt that, hasn't he?
Darwin Núñez. Substitutions taking place.
Good spot, he's seen the run.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
No way through there. And he's picked out the run. Atalanta have now used up all but one of their substitution windows. Hakimi. McAllister clears. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Núñez. Looking to get on the end of this. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
And he cuts out the supply. He's in plenty of space here. Decent hit! And more, and more, and more! And the lead is extended still further.
After 86 minutes.
No space, no problem.
11.
You just cannot stop him.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy. And the shot! Goal! The breakaway clinical and clean, and the finish unerring.
Well, this is a well-rehearsed drill. As soon as possession is regained, the commitment to attack is lethal.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
So, just a consolation, or is there a way back? Alvarez! And for sure, that was not one of his best. Added time going up here, it's 3 minutes. Rice cuts out the pass. Haaland. Atalanta looking to pass their way through. He's had a shot! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. And that will be it. Well, here is a defeat that may hit them hard, and you can sense that all around us. Things going pretty awry, and the outcome in the end virtually unavoidable.
A quick reminder today.
How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Well, Peter, I really couldn't see what this team was trying to achieve, whether it's the manager's message not getting through or not having the right players in the right positions. It all looked a bit lost.
Well, that's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me and to wish you all a very good evening. Well, it is a game which in the grand scheme of things may not have too much riding on it, but it is equally clear and very visible that there is much pride around it. Chants are filling our ears, proud renditions of hymns and songs. It is the perfect soundtrack. Look at this stadium, as you can see, very much ready for action. The blue and black colours of Atalanta, affectionately known as La Dea. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Keeper's got good distance on that. Roberto Carlos going full steam ahead down the left flank. And here's Schneider. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Yeah, Gigi Buffon. I doubt there's a more experienced goalkeeper out there, Peter, having played at the top level since his teenage years. I think he's going to be a real calming presence between the sticks, and I'd expect him to give the whole team a real lift.
Well, he would be the obvious choice, wouldn't he? He certainly has all the right qualities. That's going to go a long way. Saliba. Oh, easy pickings there. No, that's been intercepted. Alvarez. Looking for the run. Kimmich cuts it out. Alvarez. Atalanta finding their passes. Neither side especially adventurous early on. Schneider. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. And here's Eto'o. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent, it's almost personal, and it had to be.
Well, caution is dominating proceedings. This isn't meeting expectations.
De Bruyne, and the finish! And through to the goalkeeper. De Bruyne. Thuram kept his eye on it, and he's there. Modric. De Bruyne. Can he finish? Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
De Bruyne deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Fenerbahce have the chance to go the other way. Rummenigge. Faced, tries a shot! Goal! Fenerbahce! Fenerbahce take the lead. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
No other outcome there. That was bang in the corner, unstoppable.
Fenerbahce have taken the lead.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And here's Zanetti. Half an hour played now. Davis. Now it's Haaland. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Zanetti. Rummenigge. Eto'o. He could be in here. And he's there to clear it. Modric. Played back to the goalkeeper. Long ball by the goalkeeper.
Atalanta certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
Koundé. And here's Haaland. Davis. Oh, nice touch. And it's Modric.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And it's De Bruyne. He's tried one! Now, who's going to be first to this? In he goes again! He will be livid with himself. Haaland. Kimmich. And that is a little undercooked. And it's Sneijder. Rummenigge. Now Modric. Alvarez. And there's the end of the first half. So the end of the first half, both teams have had their moments. There's been no shortage of talking points, but there has been just one goal, and that is the state of it at the break. 1-0.
Well, obviously things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves, too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
It's not easy being down in situations like this. I know it's an overused term, but you really have to play with courage. Be brave, and let's see where it gets you. You might just get...
And he's had a hit! Modric. Haaland. Now it's De Bruyne. That was good pressing, forced the error to put an end to it before things could get even more threatening. Modric. Kimmich. Alvarez. Haaland. And Hakimi. Nice sequence of passes, this.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. Haaland. De Bruyne. Atalanta still chasing a one-goal deficit here. Alvo. He's got the shot away! That's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
De Bruyne. Shot a goal! Oh, the ball's run loose here. And it's Modric. And here's Haaland. Alvarez! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Vieira. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, there'll be no accusations of a lack of effort. They're giving as good as they get when it comes to chances.
Sneijder. And there's Green. He's had a hit! That has been knocked clear. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Haaland. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Now it's Eto'o. Oh, that's beautifully weighted. It's Sneijder! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Oh, that was no routine save.
He's definitely living up to the occasion here. He just loves being out there amongst it.
Cleared without hesitation. And now they can spring out of defence. Looks to clip it forward. Oh, that's clever. Oh, that's a fine interception. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Sneijder. Now the finish! He's got a goal! A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control.
That looks like a preconceived plan. Win the ball and then unleash.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, I think it's just the reward for their application. They've played with great courage to try and kill this off, and for me, it looks like they've just about done it.
It's a sweet ball, that. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Haaland receives it in a good position. Can he put it away? It's in!
Gol per l'Atalanta.
Atalanta choosing to make the first change.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
Atalanta get themselves back into contention.
Well, they've given themselves a chance here, but now it's a case of getting the balance right between attack and defence, and that's not easy.
Sostituzione per l'Atalanta. Numero 3.
Fenerbahce have their second corner now.
Lasciano il campo per il numero 10.
Cleared
il
away.
numero 15.
Fenerbahce surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now. I think it's time for them to concentrate on closing this one out.
Seedorf, Eto'o, great chance! That's another chance! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Cambio di giocatori.
Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Yeah, the idea was right, the delivery wasn't. They can revisit that further on.
And here's Musiala, decent hit! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Nedved, and they can counter here. And he's there to retrieve it. And that will be the final act. Well, that turned out to be quite a game. Both sides committed, determined, driven, and whilst you might argue to the contrary, perhaps a fair result on the balance of things. Well, it is one of those days in football that rarely disappoints. The intertwining plots and subplots which mess with our heads. One of the most dreaded days, of course, the fight against relegation, and it all rests on the outcome of 90 minutes of football to which we are all about to bear witness. And this place is living up to its reputation as one of the noisiest corners of the footballing world. No decibels spared in this collective chorus. And as you can see, we've already started here. Atalanta cannot consider the option of defeat. It's not a question of want, but must. Haaland. Played back in, looking tidy in possession here. There is the live figure of Ed Nielsen.
Well, I think it's his athleticism that's helped him pioneer that style of playing out from the back, probably before the term even existed, Peter. He'll have a massive part to play in ensuring this team keeps its shape.
In what way?
Well, he'll effectively switch between centre-back and defensive midfielder, constantly sniffing out danger, but it's his ability to turn creator when he wins the ball back which makes him so key.
Yeah, he's got a lot, hasn't he? No wonder his team, and indeed his national team, have been so successful with him in the side.
Spot on.
That is a great pick out. Just the keeper, and Hullet! Oh, what has happened here? Modric. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Bellingham. Rijkaard gets over and intercepts. Now it's Eto'o. De Bruyne. And it's Hullet. And here's Eto'o. Atalanta, so far, providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. Chance here to counter. Alvarez. Now that's well seen too. Eto'o is onto it in a flash. Modric. Davis. And here's De Bruyne. Haaland. Vinicius Junior. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
Rodri kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Vietnam upping the intensity here, having lost possession.
Yeah, it's actually very good pressing. They want it back as quickly as they can get it, and they're hunting in packs to do just that.
Good to watch.
It really is. It's rugged and robust, but it still needs plenty of intelligence and teamwork.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Maldini moved on forwards. That's been cut out, well played. That's headed upfield. And it's Davis. Oh, no joy this time. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Davis. Kimmich. Modric. Alvarez. Hakimi. Alvarez. And here's Haaland. Hullet.
Vinicius Junior really added the width there thanks to his willingness to make the run.
And he thumps it clear. He's had it nicked away. And here's Alvarez. And he's managed to get rid. Vietnam have got it back and they'll have another go. Vinicius Junior providing an outlet on that flank. Big chance! Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Maldini. Bellingham. Couldn't quite squeeze that one through. Haaland. Could move up a gear here. And it's Davis. Alvarez. Gets a good foot in there. And there's the end of the first half. But it has been a half largely of could-haves and should-haves. Perhaps the more impatient amongst the supporters will feel they're overdue a goal, but it's certainly not for the want of trying, so nothing to show as yet. At the break, it's 0-0.
Just a quick request today.
Where do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
It's been a pretty abject performance. No efforts at goal. I'm struggling to remember the last time we had that.
Interesting half, just missing goals, so don't be surprised if the second half brings a change to the scoreline at the break, 0-0. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. 0-0, and we're at the halfway point. And here's Alvarez. Haaland! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Vinicius Junior, the specialist in tearing teams apart. De Bruyne. Just eases him off the ball. And it's Modric. Passes short and sharp. Bullet. And it's Cruyff. And Edmilson. Cruyff might just make this. Rodri makes the interception. Maldini gets across to intercept that.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
He's in a good position here. And that's gone behind for a goal kick.
Vietnam have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different. Yeah, that's top defending and preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
De Bruyne. Very little to report from an attacking perspective. Jim, it's a cagey old game.
Yes, 0-0 and little promise of a goal due to the shot-shy nature of this contest, but...
There's the shot! There's a goal! You know it, you just know it. He has slapped his name across this most crucial of games.
Look, that was a technical interaction of great football. That has gone down a treat.
Atalanta penetrate first. It is a truly precious lead.
Look, I'm sure that silencing the crowd would have been mentioned in the dressing room beforehand. And just listen.
And that's a foul. Simple decision for the referee. Vieira. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep.
Vietnam showing a little more urgency now, and to be honest, Peter, this is what's required.
This is a really front-footed approach.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Now it's Haaland. Oh, he's been caught napping. Big chance! One-on-one!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Your impression so far, Jim?
There's a lot of football still to be played, Peter, so ideally they need to maintain an attacking endeavour.
Alvarez. Haaland.
Atalanta clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Modric. And the shot! He's got a goal! And surely that does it! Perfect time, decisive strike.
Yeah, they've only got themselves to blame. Mistakes in those areas are very punishable.
Atalanta are now luxuriating in a two-goal lead.
Well, I think it's just the reward for their application. They've played with great courage to try and kill this off, and for me, it looks like they've just about done it.
Can he get it through? Cleared away, and they're quick to get it back. Oh, super find. Haaland! And again! And that is wildly off target.
Substitution in progress.
Atalanta making consecutive changes here.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
Yeah. And he was quick to react.
Vietnam appear determined to play through the middle again, and guess what? It's the same result.
Musiala! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
It didn't quite come off on this occasion, but it only needs a gentle tweak.
Maldini.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Rodri. Ball played for... Could be danger here! Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Bellingham. And they're back on the ball again. There will be a throw-in. Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Well, don't you just love it when a plan comes together? Victory never in... Atalanta facing up to the biggest act of this season. It is the day on which they must deliver a real performance to ensure that their status remains unchanged. If they fail, they fall. Thrilling scenes here too, so much in line with Atalanta's reputation as the great entertainers of Italian football. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Chance! Oh, the clearance is short. This time, surely! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Oh, that's wonderful alertness.
Well, they won't be deterred from trying again, Peter. They have the bit between their teeth now.
And he's managed to get free.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Oh, that's a key interception. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, Peter, the explosive Ousmane Dembele is a very interesting player. Praised by many for his game-changing qualities. His showboating and confidence has won him a lot of admirers, and he can be a real force if he can add consistency to all of that talent.
I think the opposition defence agree too. He's going to be the source of so many of their headaches.
Really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly. Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Now it's Rice. Oh, shooting chance! Decent enough try.
Well, he doesn't need a second invitation, even from that range.
Oh, nicely intercepted. Koundé. And here's Havertz.
Yeah, that's top defending and preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
Rice does really well to win the ball there.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled. That's just playing it safe and simple.
Modric. Davis looking to hit the byline here. Davis. And it's Modric. That's a fabulous... Decent hit! Goal! Atalanta! The ultimate pick-me-up moment the team so needed.
That looks like a preconceived plan. Win the ball and then unleash.
Atalanta penetrate first. It is a truly precious lead.
Well, that goal has got the whole stadium rocking here. This is exactly the kind of atmosphere the players should feed off now.
That's good defending, very good defending. Possession football, Jim, we're seeing plenty of it. What is it, though, that really makes it work?
Well, for me, what makes it work is the fact that everyone in this team has the courage to show for the ball. You can't shy away from it. You can't hide. You have to front up in a setup like this, and everyone is doing just that.
You make it sound so simple. Çalhanoğlu, chance here to counter. Nicely weighted ball. It's a goal kick. 15 minutes till half-time. Davis makes the interception. Haaland. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. And that's a good ball. And De Bruyne! It's run loose. He's been caught on it here. And it's Davis. And here's Haaland! That is decidedly lacking.
It was a first touch to die for, and it set him up beautifully.
Odegaard. Rice. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Mings. 1-0 here just before the break, and it looks as though it's going to stay that way for now. Modric does well to get it back. Haaland looking to get on the end of this. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Referee's given a throw. De Bruyne. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Oh, that's well spotted. Kimmich. And he's intervened well there. And he skips past his man. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Kimmich. So what can they make of this? Picked out brilliantly. Oh, it's Haaland! Now, who's going to be first to this? Nice ball, and he's in here. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. So the end of the first half, both teams have had their moments. There's been no shortage of talking points, but there has been just one goal, and that is the state of it at the break. 1-0.
I think on the whole the team linked up very well and has been organised, hence their position. They can afford to be a little braver with the ball, I think, something they'll be told many times, I'm sure, during the interval.
Atalanta come in, having established that lead, a game where the narrative is, at least in terms of the scoreline, so far so good. And we are already promptly back underway.
Atalanta really need to go and grab another goal now, Peter, if they're going to go on and secure this.
Rudiger deals with that comfortably. And they've got rid. Odegaard. Defending was strong and firm. Hakimi. Alvarez. Now it's Havertz. Odegaard. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Kimmich. And here's Haaland. Now it's De Bruyne. Haaland. Odegaard. And no, he's seen through all of that. Kimmich. Lewis Skelly promptly onto that, and that is that. He's a sharp little ball here. He's in plenty of space here.
Yeah, it looks like a change of approach, and it may just freshen things up.
And here's Dembele. Dealt with nicely by the defence, and he's been shifted off it. Davis cuts it out. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, Peter, if they're attempting to see out the game with such a narrow advantage, there's room for trouble. I just think they're sending out the wrong message. This could backfire.
Rice. Odegaard. Somewhat off target, and it's Dembele. Can he get it through? He's found some... Can he finish? Oh, it's come loose. Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
It didn't quite come off on this occasion, but it only needs a gentle tweak.
And he thumps it clear. And here's Dembele.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Kimmich gets across and deals with it. Lewis Skelly. Great defending, strong and determined.
Well, it's good stuff. This is better.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Well read, nice interception. Passing is crisp and sharp. Can he latch on to this? Oh, what has happened here?
Sostituzione per l'Atalanta. Numero 9, numero 7. Lasciano il campo per il numero 21.
Zubimendi.
15. Attenzione, un cambio.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Now it's Kane. It's Kane! It's in! That is how you do it! A goal to launch his new life, his new chapter.
Ha segnato al 78esimo.
The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing, having the composure to score is another.
Attenzione, una sostituzione.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Straight hit! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Atalanta have, after this, one further opportunity to make a substitution. And there's green grass ahead of him. Atalanta desperate to live to fight another day.
All credit to the manager, Peter. He's implemented a game plan that's worked well until now, and what was really an incredibly hard game.
Fiddles it through. That is a great pick out. Alisson gets good distance on it. Oh, it's Dembele. Oh, important interception. Atalanta have reclaimed it. Kane. Hakimi. Chouameni. Oh, perfectly measured that. Rice. And it's Dembele. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Musiala. Atalanta looking to pass their way through. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Haaland. Davis. João Cancelo. And we're done. Well, don't you just love it when a plan comes together? Victory never in doubt in the mind of the mastermind. Atalanta facing up to the biggest act of this season. It is the day on which they must deliver a real performance to ensure that their status remains unchanged. If they fail, they fall. Look at this stadium, as you can see, very much ready for action. The blue and black colours of Atalanta, affectionately known as La Dea. And as you can see, we've already started here. Atalanta cannot afford to slip up here. Terrific support, and they're going to need it all. Madrid with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And he's heaved it away. It's their second corner of the game. Keeper's dealt with that. And now they can spring out of defence. And that could set him on his way. Now it's De Bruyne. He's picked his way through. Tries a shot! A wonderful effort, all by himself.
Well, I just hope he won't let the failure to score affect him. With the ability he has, he can reproduce.
And smartly reclaimed. Oh, easy pickings there. And that has left him in a heap.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Well, here's your hero, goal scorer, match winner, saviour, all in one. Lionel Messi is indeed one of a kind, and history shows that he is all of those things and so much more.
Yeah, and we can testify to that, having covered quite a few of those games where he showed the very best qualities.
And time after time, it is a tale of the extraordinary, and we've come to expect the extraordinary from him.
We have.
Alvarez. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Now it's Haaland. De Bruyne had a shot. And for sure, that was not one of his best.
It was very much worth a try, and I've seen worse. That should tee him up nicely for his next attempt at least.
Now it's Haaland. That's a sweet ball, that. That is good alertness. Now there's the clearance. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
De Bruyne unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Hakimi. Interesting ball. And it's De Bruyne. Oh, that's a key interception. Messi. That has been cut short. Atalanta are enjoying the lion's share of possession, but nothing yet to show for it. No, that's been intercepted. Modric. And it's Davis. And that is as far as they're going to go. And he cuts out the supply. Messi.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
"15 minutes till half-time. Oh, no joy this time.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Now it's De Bruyne. Madsen. Oh, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. Modric. Alvarez. Oh, they could be caught out here. He's one-on-one. Haaland! Goal! Atalanta! And in an hour of extreme need, he proves again to be the difference maker. Complete awareness, he understood what was needed and he executed it smoothly.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner, and he picked them off instead.
So we have had the first significant moment. It is 1-0.
Well, that goal has got the whole stadium rocking here. This is exactly the kind of atmosphere the players should feed off now.
Koundé spots it and intercepts. Oh, well played, well sorted out. What a throw in. Alvarez is onto it in a flash.
Atalanta really should be happy to let this half run out now and go again second.
Alvarez, good spot, he's seen the run, and he was alert to it. And he's there to belt it away. The only breakthrough then came late in the first half here, and that is the difference. 1-0 the score.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And the keeper's got it again. Good looking ball. No, again there's no way through. He's through here. Big chance! And it's in! And they're at it again in double quick time.
The understanding between those...
And the first 45 minutes are up. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Well, they had their opponents reeling in that half, Peter, and the break may influence the change somehow, but don't hold me to it.
Atalanta sitting pretty here at half-time, 2-0 up. Here we go again then. Otamendi. And Maatsen. Foden. Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
Pass is just off target. Oh, that's well spotted. He's looking wide. Foden. Foden will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. That's the throw. Rudiger does really well to win the ball there. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Foden. Hakimi with the clearance. Alvarez. Haaland. And here's Modric. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. And it's Gnabry. That's a shade optimistic. No way through. Modric. Foden! And that is doing no harm at all.
Another example of how comfortable this team is on the break.
Oh, he's bustling through here. Oh, that's a fine challenge.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
De Bruyne. He could be in here. And De Bruyne! And for a moment, time stood still. Davis. Kimmich. No way through there.
Atalanta couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through.
Alvarez! Valverde gets rid without sophistication.
Cambio di giocatori.
Now it's Kane. Rice. Oh, that's wonderful alertness.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Atalanta do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Yamal. Lookman looking to get on the end of this. Oh, that's fabulous. And the finish! They've got to be quick to recover this. And another try! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
So, third corner of the game. They've played it short. And he can clear it away. Atalanta are looking to go forward now. He could be in here. Now it's Haaland.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Alexander-Arnold. Lookman looking to run onto it. Cleared away.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Sostituzione per l'Atalanta. Numero 19. Lascia il campo per il numero 5. Roberto Carlos.
Kane. Nicely weighted ball. That pass has been well intercepted. Madsen. Pablo Barrios. And he knocks it clear. Madrid have reclaimed it. Atalanta digging deep here. Few gave them any hope today, but they are giving this a right old crack.
What a game, Peter. What a performance. This will no doubt make the manager extremely proud.
It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Rice, and that's really well manoeuvred.
This is actually quite a courageous move, and I'll add ambitious and adventurous too.
Yamal. Lookman. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. Atalanta have it back and can go again. And here's Haaland. Kane. It's Kane! And it's there! And they are pulling clear here. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Atalanta pretty much in utopia, imposing themselves in the manner they wanted right from the start. A show all about one side's remorselessness, ruthlessness, relentlessness. Haaland voted man of the match and Atalanta teetering over a precipice. A season of underachievement has left them right on the very edge, but all is not lost. A point is all they need to save themselves. Surely it is the most important, the most crucial point many of these players can ever have earned. Look at this stadium, as you can see, very much ready for action. The blue and black colours of Atalanta, affectionately known as La Dea. We have already started here. Atalanta cannot afford to slip up here. Terrific support, and then Haaland! They want to be quick to recover this. Rice. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Vietnam looking to pass their way through. Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
He can run onto that. Now it's Haaland. Davis. Deflected behind for a corner kick.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
They've played it short. Vietnam are looking to go forward now.
Peter, we're about to see how good Lilian Thuram is. Besides being physically imposing and quick, he's very intelligent and usually that crucial split second ahead of everybody else.
Yeah, fabulous reader of the game.
And pretty much got it all.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Good spot, he's seen the run. That's headed upfield. Xavi Alonso. Neither side yet able to force a breakthrough here. Davis. De Bruyne looking to run onto it. And it's Rudiger. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now it's Haaland. Haaland! Fernando Torres. And it's Fernando Torres. And that could set him on his way. Can he put it away? And now they can spring out of defence. Hakimi, that has been cut short. He's looking to set free a runner. Alvarez! Goal! Atalanta! Could that be it? The big moment, his moment, the moment of utter relief. And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
He weighed up the landscape, Peter, and he stuck it bang in the corner.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
Well, that goal has got the whole stadium rocking here. This is exactly the kind of atmosphere the players should feed off now.
Fernando Torres tries a shot, sticks it away. A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch. Well, we've seen the hunger to win it back and the focus to make it count. A very tasty combination.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback. And
has a go! And it's in! And the game is well and truly turned on its head.
Yeah, they've only got themselves to blame. Mistakes in those areas are very punishable.
Vietnam go into the lead.
No doubt as to who has the momentum here now. The only doubt is how many is coming.
Thuram. Torres. Hullet. He could be in here. It's Schneider! That's really well cleared. De Bruyne. Atalanta are in need of a lift as we head up towards the break. And here's Hullet. Schneider. And he's cut it out. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. And he cuts out the supply. Driving on and making good progress. And it's Hullet. Fernando Torres. Big chance! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Messi! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
That'll earn him a few high fives. Probably feels he could have been better protected, though.
Schneider. Vieira. He could be in here. And here's Alvarez. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. Well, it has been a very watchable football match that has already provided 3 goals, both teams contributing plenty to it. And in terms of scoreline, it is close to being perfectly balanced. The game living up to billing, and plenty of thrills to keep the crowd warm. We'll be resuming in a quarter of an hour from now with the scoreline 2-1. So we reach the halfway point.
Well, give me a moment to get my breath back. What a super half of football. Incident-packed goals, comebacks, and the match being turned on its head. Which way it's going to go from here, it's anyone's guess.
And we're already back up and running after half-time.
Well, I think starting this half in a strong manner is essential, Peter, if you're chasing the game, which they are. You know, go with intent and purpose. Let your opponents know you're not just going to quietly bow down.
And here's Alvarez. Atalanta, different to some extent this half. Details of the changes to come soon.
Well, I think it's the perfect time to make a change.
That is good strength. That's very neat. He's in here! De Bruyne. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Ball's gone out of play. He really is being given no time to think on the ball now.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here.
Well, the boss won't be happy about that at all. They were pedestrian in possession and carried almost no threat at all. And it's Fernando Torres. Now it's Hullet. And he's intervened well there. Fernando. Can he finish? He's scored! And there's the goal they've been looking for.
Yeah, great movement and great use of space to get on the end of the pass, and that pretty much did it.
So the lead now is 2.
Look, this position ought to convince them to increase their lead. I think they should be really positive about this now, Peter.
All eyes on the referee. It's a penalty. Atalanta presented with a golden opportunity here. Dealing with the pressure. What a save from Peter Schmeichel! Oh, he's missed!
A cool head was needed there, and we got anything but.
It's their second corner of the game. And it's been taken short. Well timed, excellent interception. That has not gone well. Davis. He's gone for goal! Atalanta are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Thuram.
That's really good energy, Peter, the way they defend from the front.
Oh, perfectly measured that. He might be in here! Foul right on the edge of the box. It could go either way here. The referee has given a free kick just outside the box. Well, this looks promising in terms of distance and angle. Looking to widen the gap even further here. Schneider! This time, surely! Surely now they are well and truly out of sight. And surely that settles it. Well, no goalkeeper would keep that out. It really was a bullet.
Oh, the contact was fantastic, right on the bootlaces, and it packed a lot of venom for what was a really potent strike.
Vietnam grab a 3-goal lead. It's just too easy.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Looking tidy in possession here. Vieira to Messi.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
That's an excellent interception. "75 minutes played. Passes coming off in quick succession here. And here's Haaland. Schneider, done delicately, chips it through. And that is as far as they're going to go. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Haaland, shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Now that looks a decent ball. Pullet is in a really good position out wide. There's the shot! Now how often do you see that?
Do I really need to tell you, Peter, that he has to do better, especially from there?
Numero 17, numero 3, lasciano il campo per il numero 42, il numero 10.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. Llorente. Is there any way back into this? The dream appears to be coming to an end with a whimper.
I would have to say no way back at this stage. If they're going to do something, it has to be now.
Interesting ball. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
It's a goal kick.
Sostituzione per l'Atalanta.
Atalanta making consecutive changes here. So, time for a potential game changer.
Well, this could lead to the injection of energy that might disrupt the rhythm of their opponents.
Well read, nice interception. Rivaldo. Just seeing the board now, it's going to be 5 extra minutes. Bellingham. Oh, it's Bebeto, and that could set him on his way. Rummenigge, chance! Great football, shot and save.
A moment to try and place the cherry on the cake.
Rivaldo plays it short. Opts to play it back. There's the hit! They've done it! surely now they are well and truly out of sight.
Well, a 1-2 is easier to pull off than most dribbles, and I think we've just seen the proof.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to... And that will be the final act. Atalanta are down, and that will hit them hard.